All right, everybody, let's cut my knitting together. I have bound off the bottom of the shawl and I've pulled the needle out of, this is 40 stitches right here, 20 stitches on each side. We do not need to reinforce the steek. We just get to cut up the middle of it. And that is because all of this yarn right here is going to become fringe and get unraveled from here to here. It gets stopped by the stitches that are knit through the back loop and twisted over here. So you do not need to worry about that. If you work your stitches correctly and knit them through the back loop, that will lock them down and into place. Are you ready? Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you about is if you want, you can go to the back of your work and clean it up a little bit by trimming all of these long threads. That is kind of up to you if you feel like going through first and doing that before you cut the steek. I have not done it, but I'm starting to do it a little bit. I have a feeling it's actually going to be neater to cut the steek if those ends are trimmed. So there, I did some of them for you. And now let's move up and get started. I'll video a bunch of this and then I'll probably stop videoing for a little while and then show you the very end, and then we'll come back and look at the fringing bit together. Are we ready? Cutting, and you can see I'm just cutting right up in between those two main color stitches at the back of the steek. You don't even have to be like too careful that you're only getting the running threads. What you do need to be super careful about is that you don't have any fabric back here that you could cut. So be super careful of that, okay? Okay, I'm almost at the very end. I just cut right up that whole thing. It went very smoothly. There's always that moment. So now I'm taking something and it's going to be going from the flat. Sorry, now I'm taking something and it's going to be going from the round to being flat. Oh, extra little sucker tried to get away from me. Totally opens the whole piece up. Okay, the next step, now that the steek is cut, is to start unraveling the fringe. And you need to do this, this is written into the pattern, before the piece is blocked, so that all that kink, and I'll show you guys that kink. Do you see the kink in the yarn? All the kink, sorry, it's not going to be that obvious in the very beginning rows, but there's all of this yarn is going to be pretty kinked from being part of that steek, and you need to block that out before you go to fringe it for it to be happy. And you'll notice that it's just stopping right when it gets to the twisted stitches. It's not going any farther than those twisted stitches. The step is freaking addictive. I love it. And those twisted stitches just hold it in place. So you're going to go along and undo both sides of that steek with all of that fringe yarn and then block it. And I will show you in a separate video how to twist fringe if you have never done that before. It is really fun. There you have it. Happy unraveling, people.